What if I told you that the pizza you ordered last Friday night almost never existed? That the single most popular food on the planet, a dish worth over $150 billion a year, was once considered food for the poor, the desperate, and the forgotten, and that for hundreds of years, one key ingredient was literally believed to be poisonous? Yeah, buckle up, because the history of pizza is wilder than you think. Now flatbreads topped with stuff. Those go way back. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all had their versions. But the pizza we know and love, that story begins in one very specific place: the cramped, chaotic, sun-soaked streets of Naples, Italy. Sometime in the 1700s, Naples was packed with poor workers called Lazzarin, people who needed food that was fast, cheap, and eaten on the go. Street vendors started selling flatbreads topped with olive oil, garlic, and whatever scraps were available. No fancy dining rooms, no reservations, just raw, hungry people and a genius idea. This was peasant food, survival food, and the upper classes, they turned their noses up at it. Little did they know they were ignoring what would become the world's favorite dish. Here's where it gets bizarre. Tomatoes, arguably the essential pizza ingredient, were considered toxic in Europe for nearly 200 years. Europeans thought they caused madness and death because tomatoes belonged to the nightshade family. It was the daring, hungry poor of Naples who said, essentially, we'll take our chances. And thank goodness they did, because by the late 1700s, tomato-topped flatbreads were everywhere on Neapolitan streets, and nobody was dying. Well, not from the tomatoes, anyway. Fast forward to 1889, Queen Margherita of Savoy visits Naples, and a local pizza maker named Raffaele Esposito is chosen to bake for her. He creates 3 pizzas, and the Queen's favorite, a simple one with tomato, mozzarella, and fresh basil, the colors of the Italian flag. He named it the Margherita Pizza in her honor, one royal stamp of approval, and overnight, pizza transformed from street food for the poor into a dish fit for a queen. That simple combination, still the gold standard more than 130 years later. Between the 1880s and early 1900s, millions of Italian immigrants flooded into the United States, mostly from southern Italy and, yes, Naples. They brought their food, their culture, and their beloved pizza with them. In 1905, a man named Gennaro Lombardi opened what is widely considered America's first pizzeria on Spring Street in New York City. For a nickel, working-class immigrants could grab a slice and taste home. Then World War II happened. American soldiers stationed in Italy came home, craving pizza. Suddenly, this immigrant street food exploded into mainstream American culture. Pizza chains sprouted across the country. By the 1960s, pizza wasn't Italian food anymore, it was American food. Today, the United States alone consumes roughly 3 billion pizzas every single year. That's about 23 pounds of pizza per person. Annually, Americans eat approximately 350 slices of pizza every second. The country that once had zero pizza is now one of its biggest champions, with regional styles like New York's iconic foldable slice, Chicago's deep dish fortress, and Detroit's crispy square pan pizza, each claiming fierce, passionate fans. So next time you bite into a slice, whether it's a $1 street slice in Manhattan or a wood-fired Neapolitan masterpiece, you're tasting centuries of history. You're sharing a meal with Neapolitan street workers, a queen, Italian immigrants chasing a dream, and soldiers who just wanted a taste of something good. Pizza didn't just feed people, it crossed oceans, broke class barriers, survived being called poisonous, and became the most beloved food on earth. Not bad for a peasant's flatbread. If you love this deep dive into food history, hit that subscribe button. We drop new stories every week about the surprising, strange, and spectacular history hidden inside everyday things. And drop a comment below. What's your go-to pizza order? Let's argue about it.